Hello, good afternoon. I hope you are enjoying CIO 200 event today, as I'm actually doing. So digital transformation, is it just a word we say, or is it an optional path organizations can choose to take or leave? Or is it a survival mandatory path each and every organization need to take it to survive in today's world? This is Ahmed Farid, Territory Account Manager from Infoblox. I'm here today, will speak to you for around 15 minutes. I will tell you a short story about digital transformation and how it affects your life. Okay, so our agenda for today will be why customers are embracing digital, why it is important for organizations to shift to digital life, why Edge is very important and interesting, what are the challenges that facing security and operational teams in each and every organization, and finally, what is the solution, how we can fix and mitigate those challenges. Okay, we have different and multiple business drivers leads organizations and force organizations to shift to the digital life. Customer experience is the most important point. Organizations want to give their customer better experience, to retain their existing customer base and get new ones. Competition is very tough. We are in a world that customers now can find out all the information and know everything about each organization, so they can know you very well before they deal with you. So to be in a competitive position in the market, you need to have a better customer experience. You need to have also the availability, the agility, and the easiness to penetrate and go to new markets as fast as it could possibly be. So you need to shift your branches sometimes, you need to shift your model of business, you need to change the locations, the countries, according to the situations and how the economy is going. So this is another business driver as well. So, and of course, the cost is very important factor to all the organizations. You need to control the efficiency and productivity of your provided services to your customer. To achieve this, we have some technical drivers. What are the trends in the technology right now? All our applications, majority of our applications are tending to be on cloud. We have software as a service. Most of the applications are being published from the cloud, even Azure, AWS, Microsoft, Google, or whatever. So some organizations are adapting multi-cloud environments. Software-defined network is also very important. Machine learning, automation, artificial intelligence, all those new technology. It is not new anymore, but for some organizations, you need to adapt it more. They need to depend on it to have the agility, and they have the flexibility in applying their new applications every day. SD-WAN is very important to reach closer to your customer. So SD-WAN is allowing organizations to provide their services directly from cloud to their branches, working from home employees, or their customers across the globe. So those are the drivers pushing organizations to shift to digital. But there is always but. What are the implications of this? Once we are shifting to the digital, okay, we have now our applications are hosted in the cloud. This make it more reliable, more easy, faster, no bottlenecks. But guess what? Security is a problem. To secure those applications, you are actually building your infrastructure at the enemy fields. You are closer to the customer, but at the same time, you are closer to the attackers and all the security problems which you were before hiding behind your border router and border firewall and perimeter security solutions from those attacks. So this is a concern we need to consider. And once you have your SD-WAN implemented, of course, you are closer to the customer, you have faster implementation, but you need to secure each and every branch, each and every endpoint. So it's another challenge again. Once you have your IoT, bring your own device, those technology which increase the number of endpoints, numerous number of attacks, points of attacks now you have. So some of those devices are not even devices that you can secure. You cannot apply the security policies and regulation on those devices. And in some studies, 80% of the new application by 2030 will be held in the cloud. So we are not talking about small number here. 50% of the organization will adopt SD-WAN by end of this year, 2021. Can you imagine? And 125 billion endpoints will be there having IP address connected to the internet by 2030. So it's a serious concern we need to see about. So our attack surface is wider, entry points are more, exit points are more. Attackers are having the flexibility now to infiltrate into your network. They can also exfiltrate data from your network. So you need to check and consider and secure all those points. And let's see how we can do this. So ransomware, again, is another challenge. Ransomware is very critical now, causing a lot of loss. Millions, billions of dollars are being considered as a loss in the industry. Also, malwares is a very critical issue. Organizations need to consider malwares, and especially that DNS protocol are being used heavily in every and each, let me say, in the majority of the malware attacks. So you need to consider a way to fix this problem. Those are the challenges. Let's see how operationally this affects the organizations now. What organizations usually do to mitigate those challenges? They apply multiple security solutions. They have the firewalls, endpoints, the email security, the file security, too many silos of security solutions, and too many threat feeds they are receiving from those solutions. And this leads to a numerous number of alerts, notifications coming every day, every hour, every minute to the SecOps teams. It needs a huge number of hours and efforts to understand and analyze and investigate those alerts and notifications. And as we already know, the skills required as the resources needed to analyze all these a number of information, we don't have it right now. Still, most of the organizations are not ready yet with those resources. So the cybersecurity skills is still a worldwide is a skill we are building. So we are not ready yet for this. And still we are doing our investigation in a manual way. So we waste a lot of time, a lot of efforts. And this time is in benefit of the attackers, not of the organization. So what we actually need, what we are looking for is a solution that provides us a visibility across everywhere. Visibility across whatever I have mentioned in the previous slides. Your endpoints, your SD-WAN branches, your data center, your IoT devices, each and everything in your infrastructure. You need to have, once we say visibility is to have everything in a single monitor, in a single screen. You know everything about your infrastructure. If single point is hidden or confused, it can be a risk and it can be an attack point. You need to protect everything in your network. You need to protect your employees working from home, working from coffee shops, from branches across the globe, coming from internet, from the cloud, from the data center, from inside your infrastructure, wherever they are coming from. And whatever the device is, IoT device or PC or mobile or notebook or iPad or whatever. So we need the visibility, automation, we need to protect everything and everywhere. And finally, we need to reduce the cost. We don't want organizations to achieve security to pay too many threat feeds, solution of security. We will have how to reduce this cost. Let me show you. So once you integrate the solutions together, the best option to do this is the DNS. DNS is very critical protocol on your infrastructure. It is touching each and everything. DNS is everywhere. each and every transactional over your infrastructure starts with DNS, ends with DNS. So once you have the visibility on your DNS and IP addresses, once you have a solid DDI solution with full visibility on all the transactions and traffic running over your infrastructure, and by the way, whether it is on-prem, virtual, over cloud, multi-cloud, or even hybrid model of infrastructure. So this will give you the flexibility, the full visibility over everything. So you can start your transformation journey step by step. So you can still have your workloads on-prem on your data center and start shifting and migrating your applications one by one over to the cloud, which will give you the flexibility to go through this journey safely, and you will get it step by step, not as one shot, as usually organizations do, and then they stuck. They stuck from the cost perspective, from the resources availability, from customer experience even. So having this option, having the solution managed, which can manage your workload wherever it is, will give you this option. So integrating the solutions together through a DDI solution, through DNS, it will reduce the time for remediation by 2/3, and it is tested. It will eliminate the silos. Everything will be integrated, so it will reduce the number of notifications and alerts you are receiving. You will get only what is important. Many alerts and notifications are coming from different sources, which are the same. So by integrating those together, building on the DNS application protocol, you will get only what is important. You will save the efforts and time of your security operation team. Of course, better ROI will be there because you will save in your next upgrade and refresh of your existing security stack solutions. You don't have to follow the same sizing you did before, because the notifications, as I said, are less, and the utilization of your firewalls, DNS, all the security solutions are being less. So, in summary, what we are talking about here is improving the efficiency. You already have all the security solutions, but to improve the efficiency of what you have and reduce the cost, organizations need to build on the integration of those devices together, on integration of the solutions together. The threat feeds should be integrated. And also you will end up by having an actionable remediation solution. It will not only stop the attack, it will not only know everything about the attack, where it is reaching, who is the user, who is the device, which type, which model, which type of data are being exfiltrated. All this information, we have it. But also it will integrate with the firewall, with the endpoint, with the vulnerability manager to stop this attack immediately, and it will take this action automatically, not manually as before. You can imagine how much efforts are less needed from your security team now, how much you are saving from costs point of view, and how much a more efficient SIEM solution and SOC efficiency you will have in your organization. So I hope everything was clear in this session. I ask you please to send any questions or queries. Just write it down. I will take care of it. Thank you so much for hearing. It was great meeting you today. Enjoy the rest of the day with the event. Thank you so much.